President Congress, Danni Armstrong from the Fire Brigades Union speaking in support of motion 11. FBU delegates attended the Paris conference on climate change last year and supported the union fringe events. Our members have a vested interest in ensuring the consequences of climate change are addressed. Protecting lives and property is what we are about. We feel that not enough is being done to tackle climate change even after the Paris Agreement, but we acknowledge that even small steps in the right direction are a step worth taking. The last few years have produced floods of massive proportions, and dealing with these incidents falls to our members. I don't need to tell comrades in the room about the human misery involved, but my members continue to face it head on. Working people can lose everything in these horrendous floods, which are becoming all too commonplace. Ideally, in a decent society, a government would prioritise floods work, but it looks like it's down to us, and we must take this fight on. We must ensure the government hear us. My members are at the sharp end when incidents occur, whether that be due to floods, wildfires, droughts or storms. Firefighters and control members are dealing with and attending more and more of these incidents, and at the end of last year we saw our service stretch beyond recognition as the December deluge took a hold. The government has once again turned a blind eye to the plight of the country's emergency service workers, and there is still no statutory duty or proper funding for these incidents in England and Wales. I spoke to firefighters who had spent hours in freezing cold water, sometimes sewage, carrying out rescues. Fatigued and chilled to the bone, they continue to perform selflessly in the face of horrendous conditions. I promise you there is more to come. On Thursday, the government produced its much-awaited National Floods Resilience Review, and once again Westminster politicians failed to grasp the most basic requirements of the service, and no mention was made of recruiting or training firefighters to deal with these incidents. They didn't need to look far or hard for good ideas, as both governments in Scotland and Northern Ireland have made flood response a statutory duty, and the Welsh Government are looking to do the same. Our job as trade unionists is to put pressure on politicians to address these risks. They must provide the funding and the resources to protect our people. I want to say something in closing on the way the debate at this Congress has panned out. We think climate change is important in its own right. We are disappointed about the way the debate has been polarised. We would have preferred to keep the Balfour Amendment in, so that the bulk of the TSSA resolution would have gained wider support. It's a shame that the whole of this motion is being opposed just because of a sentence on airport expansion. Comrades, the TUC should not downgrade climate change. It matters to firefighters, and it matters to millions of working people in this country and across the globe.
Thank you. Now I'm going to call Prospect and then GMB.